Maxi Mind was not my intention. My intention was to help my kid who had learning challenges. These kids had a lot of trouble in the classroom, and they had a lot of trouble outside of the classroom as well. And what the medical model did for me was it sort of backed up the idea of get prescription medication to help them through this, and that didn't help them either because of ineffects, side effects, and a lot of other problems. So what I did eventually was I had to take matters into my own hands. I used my background in bioscience and in classroom teaching, and I leveraged that to start looking. About 15 years ago, when you couldn't Google anything, you had to Netscape, I started looking for biofeedback and ADHD. And I found my first intervention, something that was developed by NASA and then adapted by an educator, a reverse engineered bike helmet that was tracking brainwaves and feeding the signals into a computer. And basically when the kid spaces in, he wins, and he spaces out, he loses. So I kept looking and I found some other interventions. I bought those and I worked with him, and he would do it for a little while and then he would give up again. He'd say, no, I'm not interested anymore. Because there's some work involved in getting enough brain training so that neuroplasticity kicks in, that's the brain's ability to change itself, and develop those new networks that stick. Eventually what happened was a local school principal in the private school where this kid had been going said, hey, Dr. Gotfryd, could you please try some of those tools with this child or with that child? Because the extra help they're getting in tutoring in school is not really cutting it. And after about 4 or 5 years, I was batting 1,000 with about 10 kids. Some of them actually were adults. And I realized something very important. Half the magic is technology, the other half of the magic is coaching.